daily mindset tips. Now, these can be done at any time of the day. I think I know everyone's big on having that morning routine. What's your morning routine? And I do think there's an element of that it being a great thing, to wake up in the morning and not just grab your phone and doom scroll through your phone, and then before you know it, you're on your way to work and you've barely even had time to think and take a breath. And so I do think morning routines are a great thing, but for me, daily mindset tips are things that you can do at any point in the day. At any point in the day when you just need a little slowing down, a little mindfulness, something just to get you through. Now, like I say, the morning is always great for this kind of thing, but I know people are busy in the mornings, you might not have time. Even if it's just 3 long breaths, even if when you're in the shower or when you just wake up, then that can make so much difference to your day. And it's about shifting that perspective of your day. I know that sometimes when maybe if you get up and you stub your toe or something, and then you just think, oh, it's just going to be a bad day. I'm just going to be, oh gosh, you're in a bad mood. Maybe your boss says something to you, something bad happens, you're stuck in traffic, and everything just feels really negative because you've got up in that negative mindset. Something bad's happened. And then what happens is you are then wired to notice all the bad stuff. And so you will notice that and say, oh, well, I'm in a bad mood and now this is happening to me. And so you get into this kind of negative spiral. So the opposite can be true. So you can shift to a more positive mindset with a little bit of intention. Now, I call my my practices, they're my little toolbox of practices. So I'm not someone who has a set morning routine. I'm not that kind of person. I know that spiritual coaches do, and that is great. If you are that kind of person and you want to get up and do some breath work, maybe meditate, maybe journal, do some gratitude journaling, then great. Do those things if that's what you can do. I know for me, I struggle with that because sometimes that can start to feel like a bit of a tick box. It's like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, I haven't done my gratitude list. Oh, I haven't done this. And then it just feels a bit like a chore. And I don't want any of this stuff to feel like a chore. I want it to feel like it's just natural. And, I just need to, it'd be lovely just to take some breaths right now and just take some deep breaths. So some of my go-to mindset tricks, tips, on my toolbox, should I say, is meditation is always up there. I do it at various points in the day. Sometimes I do it in the morning. Mainly I do it in my afternoon. It's usually between that sort of finish work, having my dinner sort of time where I've finished work, I'm in my sort of work headspace and I just need to go into the evening headspace and kind of slow my brain down. That works for me. So meditation is something that I do. But meditation doesn't have to be a 20-minute long sitting down, close your eyes. It can be just having a little bit of mindfulness as well throughout the day. Maybe you are having a cup of coffee at work and you just to begin to notice all the senses. What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What does it look like? The senses are a really good way of getting in touch with the now and coming into the present moment. Because that's the only place we're alive. We are literally only alive in the present moment. But we get so wrapped up in worrying about the future or ruminating over the past that's where we live. We live in our heads, and just having these little practices to bring us back to the present moment can make so much difference. So for me, meditation is one. I enjoy doing breath work. If I don't have time to do normal breath work, I literally just take 3 deep breaths in and out. Make sure the exhale is a nice long exhale out the mouth, maybe longer than the inhale. Like really calm your nervous system before the day. There's loads of other things as well. I journal sometimes. I don't do that every day. And there's various other breathing exercises I do. Maybe I light a candle sometimes. There's so many little things that I do, and it's more about when you do something with intention as well. So I could just literally light a candle and not really think about it, or light incense and not really think about it. But I don't. I light it, I look at it, I smell it. It always smells amazing. You know, I love looking at the smoke when it comes out. It's something I could just look at for ages, and I find just losing myself staring at that. So that's a really good mindful moment for me. But yours could be other things. You might find exercises a way. Just a short little burst of exercise might be good for you. Maybe a walk in nature. That's a really good one as well. Just a quick walk, if the morning or in your lunch or in the evening. There's so many ways. I know yoga is a great one as well. Just having a little kind of mindset toolbox can just be the best thing. And you can just pick out these things. If you fancy a bit more energizing stuff, then do the walk or the exercise or the yoga. If you want a little bit more, you're feeling low on energy, do the meditation or the breath work. There's so many different tools that we can use to access and learn to be more present in the moment. And I love doing these throughout the day. Like I say, it's like a bit of a pick and mix for me. I don't sort of have set ones. Meditation is non-negotiable for me. I will do that every day because I know the benefits of that. But all the other ones, I will pick and choose throughout the day. If I notice I'm sort of getting in my head, worrying about something, I will really stop and focus on my breath. Breath is just a huge one for me. I think it's amazing. We do it every day. We breathe in and out, literally all day, every day, and we don't even notice it half the time. So just literally noticing your breath can really bring you back. So yes, morning routines are great. So, if you want to do that. Also, I find gratitude is a great thing. I've said this before, I think, on some things, but I have a crystal by my bed and I hold it before I go to sleep, and I just think of things that have been good that day, wins that I have had, things that I'm grateful for that day. Celebrations, wins that are big or small, it really doesn't matter, but just things that maybe made me smile that day. And I do that most days, and that's been a really nice thing to do because I've noticed that I've literally done it now for, I'm not sure how many months I've done it. I've done it for quite a while now, and I always have something every single day that I've done that's achieved. It could be a stranger smiling at me in the street and it's made me feel good. It could be the smallest thing, but something happens every single day. And that's really nice actually to recognize that when you kind of look back and go, oh wow, there is good in the world and there is positives no matter, what's going on. We can always come back to ourselves. So I would recommend sort of creating your own mindset toolbox. I've just mentioned some of mine that I do, sort of meditation, gratitude, journaling, breath work, yoga, walking. I could go on. So if you have any more suggestions, then I would love to hear. Please put it in the comments below. I would love to hear what you do for your daily. These are just the small daily mindset tips that you do every single day. So have a good day, everyone.